Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode of the CD Sport Podcast with me, Kerry Davis. Joining us today is UFC heavyweight, Beastboy Chris Barnett. How are you, Chris?
Hey, how you doing, man? Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on, man. I've been super excited to speak to you when I heard you're keen to jump on, so it's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you for getting me up and ready now.
What's been happening since UFC 268, mate? Since the highlight reel knockout, you've been quiet the last few months, have you?
Yeah, no, man. Just I say enjoying it all, man. Really, not even really enjoying it all because nothing's really changed. Just the interviews, man. Just doing more interviews, honestly. It's just nice, man. Just sitting back, finally getting recognized, for stuff I've quote unquote been doing, but I guess finally getting recognized for what I've been doing, the spinning stuff and all the other accolades and whatnot that I've been doing, throughout this career and whatnot. But yeah, man, we're keeping level headed. I got a cool little team around me, that's one thing that I know I won't get out of character because my team around me will always keep me humble, But yeah, man, nothing's really changed. Just out here still grinding, man.
Still grinding. How did like your social media, like your followers and stuff after the last fight, that just go crazy then?
Yeah, man, went through the roof. I think they did like a little ticker on me. I ended up gaining like 140 new followers or 140,000 new followers. Wow. Yeah, so it was nuts, man, with that. And even with that, I'm the type of person that if you personally write me something, I want to get back to you somehow. Like it might be 2 months later, it might be 3 months later, but I'm going to get back to you. Like, I had ones in there like before I got signed, before anything that I'm seeing. And I was like, oh my God, this guy wrote this 8 years ago. Like, you know what I mean? Like crazy numbers, like, you're like, oh man, let me respond. And then they're still as excited, if it was 4 years of a response and oh my God, I wrote this in June 1972 and you're responding, you're like, yeah, man. but yeah, dude, like, and it's cool, they took the time out to respond. I love that people actually get that. Hey, I'm human too. I'm not gonna, I can't, get there immediately and do all this and that. Even having help still isn't enough help, So like, I'm trying to get back to everybody still on there. It's a whirlwind of people out there, and I'm just trying to slow it down a little.
Brilliant. Until the next fight, now you'll have you might, because after obviously your fight, I bet your DMs went crazy as well, didn't they? And then obviously if you don't fight for a while, it might quieten down, and then you have another fight and you do another finish like that, then it'll go boosh again. You know what I mean?
It's gonna happen all over again.
That's what it's like. Hey, I've seen you've actually got a fight coming up. I was doing a bit of research last night, but you've got a fight in April, have you, against Martin Nguyen? Yeah. Do you know much about him?
I know he fought one of my friends actually for the Contender Series when he beat Lorenzo Hood. That's one of my good buddies. Me and him, I don't think we actually ever trained together. We pitter patter here, and then we both were Black Zillion for a hot minute, and then we both fought on like a random bare knuckle fight card.
Oh wow!
Also in Miami, I think. So we stayed in contact or whatever. Saw that fight out there. I thought, Lorenzo had him at one point, and Lorenzo's a like, I consider Lorenzo, he's one of them dudes. He's got the look, and then he can actually fight, So the fact that Martin beat him, you're kind of like, wait a minute, you kind of go back, you look at things, everybody's got hear and say what happened, so little things happen here and there with that whole thing or whatever, but not taking anything away from Martin. Mm-hmm. Watching Martin's fights. Martin's a fighter. Martin's a fighter. After watching all his videos and stuff like that, this dude, he comes to fight, man. If you really want to break down like me, quote unquote, I guess, looking at Martin and whatnot, I'm looking at it more of he almost reminds me of like a young Ben Rothwell. You know what I mean? To me, motivates me even more because I want that rematch, you know. And so
Yeah.
since they're not going to give me him yet, you know, I can show what I could have done against the Ben Rothwell with the ample amount of time that they're giving me.
Yeah, definitely. And I was going to ask, obviously you watch tape on your opponents every fight, or do you get your team, or do you like to watch tape?
And me
On these guys?
personally, I look at different stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you know, a coach is going to look at technique,
Mhm.
this and that and this. I look at certain things. I look at how they respond when they get hit with jabs. I look at frustration when they don't get takedowns. I look at you know, just little things like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like what they respond to when if they're throwing feints,
Mhm.
why is he not reacting? You know, little stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely like to watch film. I like to go. I don't like to dive deep, but I like to, you know, look at social media. Like, hey, well, how was your day today? Oh, he's pissed off today. Oh, he couldn't get this done today. Like, you know what I mean? Little stuff like that. I like to, you know,
Yeah.
because that that influences a lot of what goes on into the camp. Like,
Yeah.
not this early, but say for instance, we're like 3 weeks out, and I know you had, you know, you couldn't get to practice. You couldn't go do jujitsu practice because you had to go do a doctor's appointment. You know, some of our doctor's thing. You know what I mean? I look at little stuff like that and just mental games. For me, mentally, that's an edge because I know he wasn't working as hard as me that day. You know,
Yeah.
so like just playing that mental game, dude, because half this sport is being able to mentally edge your opponent overall, you know, and if you can go in there already thinking you're mentally ahead, you've actually won half that battle. So
Do do you do much like shit talk or anything? You don't seem like the
now
man
I
of
really
it.
don't feel a need because
Yeah.
um it's funny because I love the sport for entertainment, but I also respect it as a sport. You
Mhm.
know, I respect it as the art side of martial arts. You know, entertainment aspect, I feel I shouldn't have to talk anything because my art is going to show everything it needs to say.
Mhm.
Now, me giving you the dancing and doing all that extra stuff, I'm just adding whipped cream on top of this cake. You know, that's how I feel. You know,
Yeah.
but yeah, all that like now, if I genuinely don't like the guy, I think I've had one fight where I genuinely like I had bad intentions. You know, and yeah, I mean, I ended up winning or whatever, but it didn't feel right. You know what I mean? Like I felt I took away from too much. Like I was out of character. I was yelling and cussing and screaming this like at the weigh-ins, and I don't do that. I'm never that guy. That's that guy at weigh-ins. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I need to push you or do anything like that. But oh man, it was crazy. But yeah, no, I don't. I feel what they say. My actions speak louder than my words. You know, type thing, whatever.
Yeah, I think that like that fight. Did you win that fight when you were like not you didn't like the guy?
Yeah, it was
Or you
actually a
two
guy
won?
from I think I want to say he was from London.
Oh, right.
Uh
Okay.
it was Ale Thompson's boxing coach. Amir something Amir something. But he took the fight on short notice
Okay.
and I was excited. You know, I was just happy that I still got the opportunity to fight. I was still knocking on that UFC door, and they had just told me I needed one more fight.
Uh-huh.
And of course, you know, Ale had I think something happened with COVID or whatever. Me and Ale, even though we were gonna fight again, me and him, we you know, we stayed in contact and talked. You know, we were cool. We were still cool with fighting each other. And then, you know, even after the fight, we still would have been cool. We were talking about after the fight in Dubai, what we were gonna do, you know, type thing. So
Mhm.
yeah, so I got a chance to fight his coach, but I don't know if it was just again, you know, him not being able to understand me because this was right at that rise of that COVID stuff. So everybody, you know, you had to be masked up and everything. So we're at the weigh-ins and and I'm trying to tell him, I'm like, hey man, thank you for taking the fight. I don't know if he heard he no fuck you like type thing, but I was
Yeah.
like, yo, no, wait. He looked at me and goes, no fuck you, bro. What I'm gonna do right now? I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna take you out. I'm not here to dance. I'm not here to sing. I'm not here for none of those shenanigans. I'm here to knock you out, bro. And I was like,
Jeez.
yo, what the
Yeah.
like?
Yeah.
What I just told you, thank you. And so after that, I flipped. He pushed me. Ugh, like just don't touch me. Like that's another thing too. Like that's the whole thing I don't get with the Hawaiian thing. Like we literally get to put hands on each other in less than 48 hours, less than
Mhm.
24 hours at this point. Why are you touching me now? You know. So he did all that. I lost it. They got video of me like literally just like grilling him the whole time during the event. One guy had a video up and he was like, "Man, you thought Beast Boy was nice, huh? Shit, don't push that button, type thing." But yeah, man, that was the one time I got a phone call from Stipe because
Oh wow.
they had posted it up, and Stipe he goes, "Hey, I just want to know you okay? I've never seen you like that, man. I just want to check, make sure everything's okay and everybody's still alive over there." I was like, "Yeah, no, Steve, I'm good." He just, I told him thank you, and he yelled at me, man. And he was like, "Oh man,
Yeah.
oh man." He goes, "You know what? That makes sense. Hey man, have a good day." Like, just left it alone from there. But yeah, that was the one time he got me out of character, man. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I beat him fast though. I'll tell you what, but I didn't like it.
I was gonna say, like, your whole like character, like the way you go into the cage and you're dancing, like you just like seem like the nicest guy. I'm just speaking to you now. I can see your personality is like, really joyful and bubbly. It's quite hard to imagine like he's not an MMA fighter, he's not a cage fighter.
Yeah, no, all the time. I do it all the time now. Are you sure you fight? Yeah, man, I fight.
Talking of us, you mentioned Stipe. You've helped him out training and stuff in the past. You've been up to Cleveland and stuff.
Yeah, when we actually first linked, I think when he first fought DC. Yeah, I think it was no, wait. Yeah, when he first fought DC, they brought me. No, was it the first camp? I don't know. It was one of them camps, man. Like I've been out there several times to help them. Even after, with the DC thing, still going out there. Just they're just good overall people out that way. And at Strong Style, the team's great. Little Bobby, Alex, all of them out there, dude. So yeah, I stay linked with him. I think he might have some stuff cooking up soon because once you start getting those messages, you're like, uh-oh, something's coming up, So I actually messaged Alex, the boxing coach. So I should actually be up there. I got a busy February beginning part, but I'll say mid-February. I think I'm shooting up that way to actually get ready for the rest of this camp.
Oh wow! I wanted to ask you. I was trying to look online. Where do you do your fight camps normally?
I travel so much, man. Like,
right.
yeah, I was actually looking at New Mexico and Strong Style for this one. New Mexico, Jackson Jackson Wink Gym that way. But it's like when I wanted to go, they kicked Jones out, and I was like, man, come on, man. I was trying to like make some rounds with him, man. But actually, I made good connections with him from an Alistair camp. So I was able to hit him up, and he told me if I could get out to, I think he's out in like Texas right now. If I can get out that way to where he's at, he'd be more than happy, to put me up and, and get some rounds in and whatnot. So
who now? John Jones?
Yeah, Jones.
Oh,
yeah,
wow. Yeah.
Man. He's out there with Cejudo's little squad getting that wrestling right. Yeah. But still, even then, I could still, without him at Jackson Wink, it sucks, because you got that much talent. But that place, it's never not a talent-filled place. Yeah. Like you got all those type of heavyweights out there, like Juan Adams, Crochet Boss. Like you got so many people out there training, getting ready for fights. And then even my favorite thing training out in New Mexico was training with the little guys. Like I got to train with John Dotson. You know what I mean? When I was out there. Speed wise, like you learn you're not fast. Like you learn real quick you're not fast when you're training with John Dotson, Holly Holmes. It's just wow, dude. Like Michelle Watterson. Like I think that's another video on Instagram. Me, her and her daughter doing like capoeira. You know what I mean? Like just little stuff like that. Being able to rub shoulders, and that vibe out there. That vibe out there is amazing, man. Like. Yeah. The way Greg and them they run that gym, that mentality, him and Wink, dude, Winklejohn, it's wild, dude. Like they mentally get it, and then like physically you've got everything else you need out there too, which is great. And then that's the same thing at Strong Style. It's I'll say less of a time zone away, because out there in New Mexico, you start to lose your time. So, like you're like, okay, hang on, it's only 6 o'clock, but it's really 4 o'clock. Oh man, that throws you off a little bit. But strong style. This is the exact same thing, dude. And then you got a guy that was 5-time heavyweight champ sitting there, you know what I mean, helping everybody. He's not shy to anybody. Like, hey, Stipe, I need your help with this. Okay, hang on. He'll stop his training, you know what I mean, to go help people, you know what I mean, type thing, you know. So it's just I love the looks that I got. But yeah, when I'm actually at home, I just bounce around from gym to gym. You know, I'm at like you know the little home, the little crunch fitness and stuff like that. I actually hit up gyms. There's my a dude that actually helped with a couple of gyms down in Florida. His name's David Raywood. He just opened up a gym here called Bishop Martial Arts, and I'll go over there. He'll have me in there. You know, we'll do rounds and roll and whatnot. And then there's a place called Megalodon here. They've got really really good Muay Thai, and then like really good BJJ. But those are the spots that when I'm in Athens I'll train. But I travel so much. Even when I'm in Athens, I still I still travel. So I'll travel to Cleveland, Georgia, to train with Scott, because it's mentally the elevation, even if it's a little bit, it still does something to me, you know. And then Atlanta, I'm back and forth to Atlanta because they've got so many gyms and so many fighters that way. Like you have to travel that way.
Mm-hmm. So where are you currently right now?
Athens, Georgia, right now.
Yeah, Athens, for people to know, obviously I'm in the UK. They probably thinking you're in Greece, but obviously it's an Athens.
That's right. Athens, Georgia, United States, the home of the national championship football team. How about that? There we go.
Oh wow, there we are. We don't follow the football over here, Chris. To be honest, rugby and soccer we are over here.
Gotcha. All right, that's right. I forgot American football. That's right.
Football, yeah. That's brilliant. So you'll more than like, so in February you're going up with Stipe to do a bit of training. Is he going to fight John Jones, you think?
Would I shoot? Yeah, money wise now, definitely, because anything with John Jones behind it has a check. So, but now, like I've sparred with him before, and it didn't, you know, it went the way it was supposed to. Like, I think I did get up a lot faster than I expected and he expected. He threw me. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I counted ceiling tiles. I was like, whoa, but I got up immediately. Like, I was like, you know what, you ain't gonna keep me down here. And I used my weight at the time because he was like a 205 at the time. Yeah. I held him against the cage the rest of the round because I was like, you're not about to hit me. You are not about to hit me. Let me just hold you. The first time I ever grabbed the cage, I was like, nope, we are not going. No. We are not moving from this spot, sir. But yeah, no, he's I haven't seen or trained with him in years, so there's no telling what he's like now with all that muscle, you know.
No. What, talking of we'll keep on topic of the heavyweights. How do you enjoy the fight Saturday as well with Ngannou and Cyril?
Man, that one was man, because you know I'm a nimble heavyweight kind of guy, you know, so I want to see that win, you know. But Ngannou showed, you know, if you right preparation, right camp, right timing, even with the torn ACL, apparently, you know, you can go out there and still get it done, you know. But yeah, I definitely wanted Cyril to pull that one out, especially, you know, the story would have been cool. He just left his old coach, came back, the coach got a new fighter and you know, type thing. But I have a feeling a lot of heavyweights are going to go out that way because look how successful Fernando was with two heavyweights. He had two heavyweights. He basically had two heavyweights in the title fight. You know, he had something to do with each one of them getting there, you know, so it's pretty cool right there.
I'm not MMA. I don't know. Is it illegal in France now, or it was illegal? It's like a weird one, isn't it?
There was this guy. I was gonna fight in one of the first shows in France, but it got it ended up getting canceled because of COVID. I was gonna fight Bigfoot Silva on a French card. Yep, yeah, it was gonna be a cool little French card that they were putting together and whatnot, and it ended up getting canceled because of oh my God, yeah, because of COVID. One dude got COVID, didn't tell nobody, went back to work and got like 12 of the people on this fight promotion sick, and they had to shut the whole thing down. So yeah, it was crazy. I don't remember the name of it. I'm gonna look it up again. But yeah, I was supposed to fight Bigfoot on one of the like first little French promotions.
French card, yeah. they've like you say now, like, you know, having Cyril, you know, he didn't win the championship, but he's up there, you know what I mean? And his he had do you see that footage? He was cornering obviously another one of his colleagues in the UFC. Have you seen that footage and Ngannou blanks him? They walk past backstage.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah. You were there, yeah?
Yeah, that was at the 268 fight.
Was it? Oh, that was at that fight. Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, because I remember Ngannou coming in, and it was literally like a lion. Like everybody was like, "Hey, whose pet lion is loose? Somebody go get that pet lion!" Like, you know what I mean? Like, they had no leash. Somebody get that thing a leash. You know what I mean? So he walked by, and everybody's like, "Whoa!" And then that moment happened. I say, shoot, it was towards right before the actual like fight started, or I'll say the main card started or whatever. So by that time, I had he had given me my little shout out. I shout out Serial. I was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" He was like, "Yeah, that's fight." I was like, "Thanks, bud." So yeah, it happened. It happened a little bit right after that, but yeah, I was there for that. That was at Madison Square.
Oh wow! I feel like it was like closer for some reason. I don't know why.
No, because that's the same. If you go back and you look, Rose runs up on Ngannou, was like, "Hey, Ngannou, hey," and they hug each other and they talk, and keep it moving. Yeah. She's right after her fight, they ran into each other too. But yeah, that was 268 right there. Everybody was like, "Oh boy, who's gonna break that up?" Everybody, everybody was thinking, "Who's gonna break that up if it happens back here?"
It's like Ngannou, like everyone says, like, you know, I listen to like Michael Bisping's podcast and Joe Rogan, all those jazz, and they all say like, until you see Ngannou in person, you don't realize how big he is. He's a tank, is he?
He's big, but I got introduced to Uberim. I didn't get introduced to Alistair Overeem. I got introduced to Uberim when he was in Dream, fighting in Japan and stuff. Wow. And we'll just say, you know, it's a little different with the testing there. So I got introduced to that no neck, almost 300 pounds, solid muscle Uberim. So to see Ngannou, I was like, oh, that is a very big natural man, but that's not the biggest dude I've ever seen that can combatively beat me up right now. Yeah. And that was Overeem. And I'll never forget the pain difference from getting hit by him then and getting hit by him when he was regular, I'll say.
Wow, is that much of a difference?
It does make a difference. I can honestly say it does. Strength-wise, like, I was 300 pounds and he was throwing me around like I was like 135. It didn't make sense. Like something was wrong. Now, even after when he got signed to the UFC, there's still a significant strength difference, you know, between him and the normal, you know, whatever. But there was also there was a little bit of a drop off, you know. I was like, hang on. He shoved me as hard no more. Oh, I'm coming back at you this time, you know. But yeah, nah, man. Like, he is a big guy. He's very, very big. And then again, you saw what he did to Alistair. So there's all respect, you know, behind every aspect of Mr. Ngannou. But I mean, Cyril isn't small either.
No, he's big.
You know what I mean? They're almost they got whatever mold they found. I want to find the same mold, and you know, go back in there and come back out with that.
How tall are you? 6 foot?
I'm 5'9" on a good day.
5'9"? Are you?
I'm officially the shortest heavyweight in UFC history.
Are you?
I thought records.
I thought you were like, you know, when you're in the cage, obviously you're shorter. I thought you'd be like 6 foot, but everyone else is 6'4". You know what I mean? So I thought you just look shorter.
Listen, when you fight, you make yourself look like you're tall. Like you don't look like you're 5'9". That's basically what they said. They said there's no way you're 5'9" when you're fighting. And I was like, well, they don't give me platform shoes, but like.
Yeah. And for like weight, do you have to cut weight to it 265?
Yeah, just honestly, it'll be depending because like my weight will fluctuate. So, but it's not hard to get off at all anymore. So, for Madison Square Garden, I think we went in. I was like 270 week of, but that was just literally like I would wake up on weight at Madison Square. Oh, wow. You know, when we were at Madison Square. So it was just more or less of me just what I ate that day. going to that Rothwell fight, I had to cut, like I was like 280 going to the Rothwell fight. So I had to cut a little bit. I had to cut that 20 pounds in them 8 days and just not being a lazy heavyweight. Just heavyweights don't like to cut. There's the reason why we're heavyweights, you know. That was another aspect. Like I literally went to Ben Rothwell fight, not even getting ready for the fight, just trying to make weight.
Yeah.
Like
right.
that was just the whole overall thing, you know, with that. But yeah, no, I actually with this, the way Scott's got me going now, I don't think I'm gonna ever have to cut again because man, oh man. So I was like, Scott, you know, the fight's in April, right? And he was like, yeah, this time we're going to do it right. We're going to finally have a full camp. We're going to do this and we're going to do that. And I was like, all right, man. Yeah, I'm here. Let me know. Let me know what I got to do. Just let me know.
So obviously, what is it? April 16th. You know, is it like official camp now, or are you just building for like 12 weeks? Is it?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I've been doing this for 12 years and I've never had a official camp. Me personally, like I know when it's grind time, like I know when I need to get serious or whatever, but I don't know, man. I'm such a goofball. Camp is always just fun to me anyways. So I don't know if we're serious. It's like I know that last 2 weeks we gotta, you know, put it in, you know, whatever mode or whatever. But I just like me getting ready for a fight is just always fun. So yeah, I guess we're in camp. I guess I'm having fun. So yeah, we're in camp.
So what's an average day like, you know, just say now for Chris Barnett, Beastboy? What's like training day? Training 3 times a day or twice a day or?
We'll get up early. I'll hit up like I was saying. I'll go up to Scott's. We call it a little bear cave. It's got this like literally everything a gym could have in this one little area, but this Aerodon bike that is whoa. Like it's a whole nother animal, dude, and it puts you where you need to be. It gives you that fight, literally that fight fatigue, like because everybody. I swear, the Diaz brothers, everybody, they do all this triathlete, all this stuff. And then when that bell ring, just like somebody goes, haha, I'm taking all of that cardio you worked on away and good luck. And I'll leave you with like 2% of what you actually worked with. So getting your cardio completely right and above and beyond has always been a big thing, you know, for me. So I'll do that in the morning, knock that out. And then midday, just playing it by ear, depending on what's going on. If I can get some rounds in, light lifting, something like that, some boxing, we'll do that, play around with that midday. And then later on that night, I prefer to roll and whatnot at night just because I don't know. But rolling, sparring or something like that later on that night. So I try to get in at least 3, maybe definitely 2, you know, 2 a days. But that'll be like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then like a Tuesday, Thursday. Try to get in some type of water aerobics, like something in the water. I've noticed is giving me 10 years back on my life, like or on my body, you know what I mean? Just being in that water, not putting all that strain, because being bigger dudes, we technically shouldn't be running like miles on miles on miles, you know what I mean? Because it's just wear and tear on our joints and stuff. So that water allows me to like give a hard cardio session that I couldn't do if I did a Monday and a Tuesday back to back on like jogging, you know. But another thing I found out with the water, it's so much like a fight. It's if I'm out there in the deep end, as in that what they say, we're gonna throw them in the deep end. If I'm out there in the deep end, like doing my tread the water drill, right? I'm 5-minute drill or whatever. If I give up at any point during that drill, I'm gonna drown. In a fight, if I give up at any point during that fight, I'm gonna drown. During the swimming drills, there's water in my ear. There's a lot going on. I've got to be able to hear my coach. Yo, left now, right? Yo, you got to strain. You got to do this. In that fight, I can't hear the crowd. This, that. I got to be able to hear my coach. So being in that water plays a significant part, you know, in my training camp now. I never realized how much being wanting to be Aquaman helped out so much. But yeah, that right there is a big key to the training and whatnot. Just somehow, some way, getting into some type of body of water and being able to get that vibe out. You know what I mean? And then the cardio again. There's no better way. You're forced. You have to learn how to breathe in that water. If not, you're gonna drown in that cage. You have to learn how to breathe. You know what I mean? So the significance of that water, that pool, and then that cage is crazy.
I think I've seen Dominic Cruz does a lot in the water. Have you seen him? I think I watched a UFC embedded.
Stipe does a lot too.
Stipe does too, does he? Right.
Yeah. When he was on that big run, that was I think that was the thing that was setting him aside because the heavyweights weren't doing that extra, and he was doing that. He was putting in that extra cardio, with the swimming and whatnot.
I'd say Stipe, like you said, he is a fit heavyweight too, isn't he? Like you don't see him gas,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
No, I'm super excited to see because Bisping was saying like they gotta do because Ngannou's having an operation, isn't he? So it's gotta be the interim Stipe and John Jones, I'd love to see that this year. I really would. It's any other fights you like this, 2022 doesn't have to be heavyweight. Any fights you'd like to match up, you'd like to see? Maybe Hamzat Chimaev, Usman, maybe or
I mean, me personally, I don't know. I honestly, I like the whole line them up, let's knock them down type mentality thing, But me, I really want to see Jones at heavyweight. Like, I want to see him fight somebody at heavyweight, whether it be me or what or whatever. But I really would love to see him fight because, like, I have a feeling he's bringing something crazy, and that's one reason why I would love to fight him is because win, lose, or draw, he's going to open it up something else. Like he's going to tap some type of chord that's going to be like, wow, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do that, and going into a Jones fight mentally, if you go in there right, you there's always a chance, but yeah, no, that's one thing I'm definitely excited for is then the evolution of the UFC, man. There's a lot of stuff behind these closed doors that's about to happen. Money wise and all this stuff. Like funny what they say, Jake Paul's putting pressure on him and Dana White just finally like, you know what, fine, I got money to watch this.
Yeah.
Thing, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of things coming, man. And then it was crazy because what was it? I don't know if you heard, like they recently just upped the price for pay-per-view.
Yeah, in the States, America, yeah. Not over here. We good here. We good in the UK. Yeah.
What was cool? Oh, really? Awesome. Y'all said Dana was like, "Well, just know there's a reason behind that. He can't really say much or whatever, but like, man, like there's a lot of things coming with this, and then I'm just glad. I timing works perfect. I picked the perfect time to jump on, or not jump on. They picked the perfect time to pick me up. I'm glad they did because there's a lot of things the UFC is about to start getting cooking.
Brilliant. And I'm like, are you allowed to say how long's your contract? Have you got like a certain fight contract with them?
Yeah, we're actually working on a new one after that.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, good.
But they told me, definitely after this one, even after this one, I still have one more. Regardless, wait, I got two more. Shit. No. Yeah, after this one, I would still have one more regardless. But they're already talking about making my next one very nice and extensive. Just because I told him, I was like, I'm getting older. I said probably this is probably gonna be it. Like I wouldn't mind finishing it all out here, type thing. So, and they understood that and respected that, which was cool. And they were like, well, hey, let's make it worth your while. And I was like, thanks, guys, awesome. Type thing. So we get this dub in April. You might see your boy in some commercials,
Yeah, we definitely. And hey, you've been on the CD Sport podcast then as well, so you have to come back on.
That's it. I have to be right back on. I said here first.
When you got a million followers, then not. I think you're nearly on like 200,000 followers now. You're like growing. No, that's brilliant. And I just want like, how old are you now? 30? Are you 36?
Yeah, 35. Yeah, I'll be 36 this year. Yeah.
Is after like your fighting days, would maybe coaching be something for you, or do you like to walk away from it?
It's weird because now my kids are into it. Like they're at that age to where they get it and they're going to school and they're like, oh yeah, your dad can do what? Yeah, well, what's my dad can do? And I was like, hey, chill, don't tell nobody I can beat their daddy up. Just just go to school, be cool, whatever. But I wouldn't mind coaching, like in an aspect of like, I don't know, it's weird. Like me being who I am, I know how I respond to coaches, and I know I have a type A mentality. So I want to please coach. You know what I mean? with this younger generation, it's tough because they're so like, because I've tried to coach some of the guys, like the younger guys now, and it's like it's not that they don't care to not lose. You know what I mean? Like it's like I don't know, man. Like I've never heard winning being like, if it happens, it happens. You're like, yo, you're not going out there to try to win.
Yeah, like
Like what? What the what? And then that just might be where I'm at, with some of the folks or whatever. But yeah, no, I wouldn't mind, giving spreading information. Like with the guys I do train with now, I give them everything because I want them better than me. Because if they're better than me in the gym, then that's pushing me to be better. Like I've got to come.
oh, got me a
I
mute.
I swear, I'm sitting like waiting on USADA because they'll call you randomly from random numbers, and that's what I've been getting. I've gotten 4 random calls today, and they've all been like debt collectors and all this other randomness. Not USADA, but
Yeah.
the same style numbers. Like the first 6 numbers are the same. It's those last 4. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah. No, that's what that was. But oh man, what were we talking about? Sorry, before for the.
We were on about the coaching, and like you want to pass your knowledge on so they get better. But if they better, they can make you better as well.
Exactly. Yeah, but yeah, man, like it's never been something that I would have like, oh no, I can't do it because I'm only thinking about me. I heard I'd be a better coach. I heard I'm never gonna be a great fighter because I'm not self-absorbed. And I was like, damn. But he goes, honestly, to be the greatest, you have to be self-absorbed. You can't care about the next person. You have to be this and that. And it makes perfect sense. Like a lot of the fighters that I know that are super successful are self-absorbed. Now, Stipe would be the complete exception because that's why I look at it. Like when I heard that, like you have to be that person. I look at Stipe. He's a firefighter. You know what I mean? Like you there's no selfishness involved if you're a firefighter. Like he's the one that like kicks down the door, drags them out, not the firefighters that are outside, reviving them like, with the EMT thing. He's the one busting down, saving the dog, you know what I mean? Like and whatnot, you know what I mean? Combat rolling through the front door, So yeah, like yeah, man, like that shoot, I forgot what I was saying. Stipe. Oh yeah, no, that's my whole thing. Like I can't be self-absorbed because I want everybody to know, because I feel like I get better if everybody knows what I know, type thing, especially when it comes to this fighting thing, because it forces you to level up. If like you can't stay stagnant.
No.
But yeah, no, I definitely look into coaching after.
Brilliant. Yeah. Like what have you got? How many kids you got? You got a daughter, have you? And have you got any more kids?
Yeah, I've got 2. I've got older girl, and then my son's the youngest.
And she's a brown belt, is she, in Taekwondo already, is it?
Yeah, she's a brown belt already, man. So she's like literally like she's on the little sparring team over there at the Taekwondo school. So she's always amped like, hey, dad, hey, I want to try this real quick. And I was like, look, you kick me for real, it's gonna be you, because she kicks hard. She kicks hard, like I get the stories now of, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I made Eric cry. And I was like, Eric the girl? She's like, no, Eric's the 13-year-old boy. And I was like, Zing, you're 8 years old. What do you mean? Why is Eric crying? She was like, I just hit him with the roundhouse kick. I was like, oh no, you hit him in his area. She goes, no, I hit him in his chest. And I was like, what is going on? Like, what? Why is Eric crying? But yeah, nah, man, like they're definitely into it. My son slowly started getting into it. He was more into boxing, which was weird.
Oh, wow.
Than he was the Taekwondo thing, but now he's grasping the Taekwondo, I think, from the boxing, because he liked boxing, but he was mad he couldn't kick. And I was like, dude, I've been telling you for how long, Taekwondo, you can do both. And he was like, yeah, but yeah, so stop. I just look, you want to kick? We're doing Taekwondo. Like, so but yeah, now he's getting into it now. I think he's about to be a green belt. So
brilliant.
They're climbing the ranks. They're climbing it up fast. So I got to get back on my 1s and 2s with it, because I haven't straight like practiced traditional Taekwondo and I don't know how long. So she's showing me forms and stuff now. She's like, no, dad, it's low block, high block punch. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
I was laughing. I listened to you with Ariel Helwani, and like they're all saying about the wheel kick, but what's the taekwondo term is spinning hook kick, is it?
Yes. That's it. Yeah, that's it right there. Exactly. Yeah, my mom.
Yeah.
She wasn't gonna have it. She was like, "So you're just gonna let them call it a wheel kick?" I was like, "Mom, I didn't control that. I'm sorry. Joe Rogan said it." She goes, "I don't care if it was Hulk Hogan. I don't care who said it. It's a hook kick." And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "You really want to be mad?" Joe Rogan knows Taekwondo. She goes, "You know what?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna watch it again." I said, "Oh no, don't do that. Come on." I was like, it's his fault, not mine. Don't do that to me.
I know, out of everyone, like on the commentary table, Joe Rogan is the taekwondo man, isn't he?
He
You
would
know,
be the one that would know, but
yeah.
I guess not.
But even like you say on the topology and everything, it's all wheel kick. I'm like,
Yep. Yeah. I don't even argue with it anymore. I just don't show her.
no.
So yeah, mom, it was a hook kick. You right?
Oh, brilliant. Well, listen, Chris, I'll leave you go, mate. I say we've come up to 45 minutes, so I don't want to keep you too long. I know you got to pick a dog up or something, you said?
Yeah, no, I actually got to go drop a dog off. My stinking dog. He just one. He needs a bath, and then I don't know, something's going on. Like he's got like a weird bite, but he's one of them dogs that like he'll go out in the middle of the field, and then just sit. I'm like, yo, you got all this pads and mats and everything over here. You want to go sit in the middle of this dirty, grassy field with bugs? Okay, so whatever that is, get that checked out on his back and whatnot, and then let him wash his little dirty butt out there too. So
get him a good clean. Brilliant, mate. And obviously, you're on Instagram. What's your Instagram page? At Beastboy Chris Barnett.
Yeah, on Instagram. Yeah, it's sad. I don't know, but yeah.
No, you put some good stuff on there. I enjoy looking at your page. And are you on Twitter or anything like that, or are you just Instagram?
I think I'm Beastboy61 on Twitter. Like UFC, like pretty much forced my page. I forgot I had one, and they were like, "Use this one. This is the one we tagged." I said, "Okay."
Do they do stuff like that? Do they? UFC, they like try and push you to use your social.
Yeah, like I'm not going to say they do it with everybody. That's why I feel like they might actually like me over there. That's what I'm like. But yeah, like they were like, "Yo, we tagged you in this one if you could." You know what I mean? It's never. They don't force guys to really do anything, but if they know you're getting some type of buzz, they're almost helping you make money because there's no reason for you not to do it. Like, I don't say make money, whatever. You know what? Whatever your end goal is with this, like you want more fans or whatever. The UFC is definitely there. They're more than just a platform for you to just smile on. They want you up there to dance if you can dance. If you can sing, they want you to sing too. If they, you know what I mean? Like, so when they saw I was getting a bunch of love on Twitter and I wasn't tweeting anything in 12 years, they were like, hey, you might want to, try this. And I was like, okay. So if you notice, I hadn't tweeted in, I think literally like 12 years. After the fight, there's a random a tweet from me out of nowhere, but yeah, getting back to it. These dang phone calls, but yeah.
Your SADA's ringing you again, are they? What, Chris?
No, that was a new side of that time. I knew who that was that time. I hung up instantly.
Well, everybody get following Beastboy Chris Barnett. I'm sure a lot of my listeners already are anyway, but because like you're fun and stuff. So also, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, the CD Sport Podcast. So share the word on that one, spread the love. Thank you, Chris. Good luck on April 16th. I'll be watching in the UK. And let's get another highlight reel knockout, is it?
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me so much.
Chris Barnett, everybody. You.
All right.